Ang iban sa kalaman Tasya.
Derte!
Terence Crawford joins Manny Pacquiao's training camp, helping him prepare strategically and physically ahead of the fight against Floyd Mayweather.
Pride of the Philippines, hailing from Sarangani province. He has defeated 8 current Hall of Famers inducted into the International Boxing Hall of Fame. He is the 8th Division World Champion. Please welcome back to the sport of boxing, the legend Manny Pacquiao.
Good job. Great job. It's a good day.
The fighters, once fierce rivals whose matchup fans had eagerly anticipated for years, are now training side by side. They support each other, sharing knowledge and techniques, learning together and pushing their skills to a higher level.
That in your daily routine, training routine like that, make sure that all the techniques, strategy, combination, like, it's accurate to your opponent's style.
Terence Crawford praises Manny Pacquiao, calling him a generational legend whose skill, dedication, and achievements have inspired fighters worldwide.
Hard work ain't never killed nobody. And we working.
Max Kellerman states Terence Crawford has reached Manny Pacquiao's elite level, noting both fighters are nearly equal with Crawford winning against Canelo.
Situation, guys. No one has ever been a 4-division champion in boxing. Not a real one. Oh, Pacquiao won 8 and Oscar De La Hoya won 11 and this one won 15. No, I'm talking about Ring Magazine champ or lineal champ. You are the champion of that division.
Get them all.
Forever, the record was 3 by Henry Armstrong. Manny Pacquiao was the first dude to really win 4. Floyd gets credit for 4 for beating Canelo, but that wasn't at the junior middleweight limit. I don't count that.
Right.
I don't count that.
Right.
Terence Crawford just joined Manny Pacquiao as the only legit 4-division champion in the history of boxing.
Legit.
And he did it by jumping middle. He came lightweight, junior welter, then he won a belt at junior middle, not the whole championship, and then skipped middle to fight Canelo Alvarez for the undisputed, for the Ring Magazine super middleweight championship of the world, and left no doubts, including with Canelo, who was all class after the fight but knew what had just happened.
Manny Pacquiao has been training intensely for the upcoming Floyd Mayweather fight, focusing on strength, speed, and endurance to ensure peak performance in the ring. During his training camp, Manny works extensively on pad work, sharpening his combinations, accuracy, and timing to maintain precision and power in every strike. He explains that boxing is his true passion, expressing how much he missed the sport and dedicates himself fully to rigorous daily training sessions. This time, Manny feels fully prepared, confident that his experience and improvements will make this fight different from their first encounter, showcasing his growth.
I missed boxing for 4 years. It's good for me, for my body, because I've been I started boxing when I was young, so good for my body to rest for 4 years, and then now I come back. I feel like I'm, the passion, the fire in my eyes to work hard, like that, is still there.
Manny also emphasizes consistency, completing every training session with discipline, including stick work and conditioning exercises to stay sharp and ready for the challenge ahead.
A lot on that fight, way back 2015. I think we become mature right now, and how to handle it, and I hope that it will not happen again, the way it is last 2015. It's the experience is not really 100%, but I'm hoping for this time around no more excuses, especially to my condition, and also for everything. I'm so excited and ready to.
So then we have 1, 2, 3. Sakitnya pembesar. Untuk banget. No. Very heavy place. Heavy place. Kuat pagin kanina. Pahugot sumay mo. Time.
Teddy Atlas shared his detailed analysis comparing Floyd Mayweather and Manny Pacquiao, highlighting advantages and disadvantages for both iconic fighters. He first considered age, giving both an even check since they are older veterans. Next, he analyzed wear and tear, noting that Mayweather had fewer miles on the odometer due to his defensive style, giving him a slight edge. For reflexes and timing, Pacquiao earned a check because he had recently faced tough opponents like Barrios, keeping his skills sharp, whereas Mayweather's inactivity could slightly affect timing early in a fight. When discussing power, Pacquiao was recognized as the natural puncher, while Mayweather's size balanced it out. In terms of speed, both fighters received checks. Mayweather for fluid, smooth movement, and Pacquiao for incredible hand and foot speed. On defense, Mayweather clearly stood out as a defensive magician, although Pacquiao was also strong defensively.
A chart of advantages, disadvantages at this point for both these, these iconic fighters, right? At this point. All right, number one, advantage, disadvantage, age, right? I put even. They each get a check. They're both old, right? So that's number one. The number two was who's got less miles on the odometer. And because of the defensive style of Mayweather, I gave a check to Mayweather having the edge here. I mean, besides the Marquez fights, Pacquiao's been in some tough fights, right? Reflexes and timing and other boxing elements. Well, I gave the check to Pacquiao. At least he's had some fights, or at least one real fight, Barrios recently. And yeah, Mayweather's fresher, but inactivity could affect his
Conditioning gave a slight nod to Pacquiao, who had a recent serious camp with Barrios. While Mayweather maintains excellent shape consistently considering X factors, Mayweather held a mental edge due to winning the first fight, but Pacquiao's recent activity kept him sharp. Teddy Atlas concluded by emphasizing that styles make fights, acknowledging that Mayweather's style could pose problems, but Pacquiao's recent experience matters. Ultimately, he called it a draw, suggesting the matchup's nuances could spark debate and reflection among fans.
Early in the fight. So next one, power. Well, the guy who's always been a naturally better puncher. Not the naturally bigger guy, though, so that equals it out a little bit, evens it out. The naturally bigger guy is Mayweather, but the natural puncher was always Pacquiao. He gets a check. Speed! Who gets the edge there? Well, Mayweather always fast, always smooth, always fluid. And Pacquiao, I mean, tremendous hand and feet speed, foot speed. I give them both the check. No advantage. Defense, well, the forte and the reason he could fight so long for Mayweather has always been, he's been a wizard. He's been a defensive magician in the ring. I mean, Pacquiao gets hit more, but, you know, he's a good defensive fighter. He's been great, but Mayweather's the man there. Conditioning. Hey, Floyd lives clean. He always seems to be in.
Added Oladipo questioned the continued focus on older boxing legends, particularly Floyd Mayweather, noting that by the time his next fight happens, he'll be nearly 49. Oladipo argued it's time to let the younger generation shine, highlighting talents like Ryan Garcia, Shakur Stevenson, Keshan Davis, Devin Haney, and Teofimo Lopez, emphasizing that boxing has an exciting crop of young fighters ready for the spotlight regarding Manny Pacquiao. Oladipo acknowledged his excellent condition, referencing his dominant performance against Mario Barrios, but expressed uncertainty about Mayweather's readiness, questioning whether exhibition-level fitness would translate into a competitive fight. He noted both fighters could earn substantial paydays despite advancing age, likening potential matchups to glorified sparring sessions rather than true contests.
When are we gonna stop rolling out these old-timers? And Floyd is an old-timer, people. I think he's gonna be 49 by the time this fight rolls around. When are we going to stop wheeling them out? Like, let it go. Let the youngsters come through and let them take the shine. Like, it's just getting, honestly, it's getting crazy. And I say all this, I will watch it. Of course I will watch it because I'm a big Floyd fan and a big Manny Pacquiao fan. But, like, the youngsters need their time to shine now. We've got a good group of youngsters. A good group of youngsters. I was in Vegas to watch Ryan Garcia. I looked around the ring. I saw Shakur Stevenson. I saw Keyshawn Davis. I saw Devin Haney, Teofimo Lopez. Like, we've got a good bunch. Let them have their shine. Don't need to see this anymore. Honestly, I really don't. Manny Pacquiao is in great shape, right? We saw him against Mario Barrios. He could have been a world champion. We haven't seen Floyd for a while. Obviously, he's been doing these exhibitions. He always looks.
Oladipo also discussed the emerging superstars and heavyweight prospects. David Benz was described as massive and aggressive with multiple strong options ahead, including potential fights with Dimitri Bevil and Artur Beterbiev, each promising intense high-stakes matchups. He praised the fearless nature of these fighters, highlighting their willingness to face top opponents without hesitation. Additionally, Oladipo previewed exciting upcoming events such as Inoue vs. Junto Nakatani at the Tokyo Dome, predicting a sellout crowd. He also touched on Clarissa Shields and her dominance while discussing the importance of British prospects like Conor Benn, who could be pivotal for promoters in Sky Sports. Oladipo emphasized the strategic signing and development of young talent, arguing that the future of boxing depends on letting the new generation rise while still respecting legends like Mayweather and Pacquiao.
Fight's going to be a 6-rounder, an 8-rounder, a 10-rounder. I don't know what size gloves they're using. I don't know, man. Honestly, I don't know, people. I don't know. It is what it is. Look, maybe I'm putting too much stock into it. Let them just have their fight. Again, I do want to know what's going to happen with Provodnikov, Pacquiao. I'm guessing that probably is cancelled. Like, if you're Pacquiao, why on earth would you fight Provodnikov when you've got the Mayweather check waiting for you? And if you're Mayweather, same thing. Why would you fight Mike Tyson in the Congo when you've got the Pacquiao check waiting for you? And we are led to believe both are under financial strain. I don't necessarily believe that, but this will make them good money. If they are, they're going to walk away with a nice 8-figure check each for what will probably be a glorified sparring session. I know Pacquiao has spoken about in a lot in the last couple of days. So I'm going to take Mayweather's. I don't think we think of it like.
Paulie Malignaggi views the upcoming bout as another high-profile payday, echoing sentiments from the first Floyd Mayweather Jr. vs. Manny Pacquiao fight. Despite its historic hype in 2015, that encounter often lacked the explosive energy fans anticipated. Instead, unfolding as a calculated tactical display. Spectators hoped for non-stop action. Yet, much of the fight felt methodical, a chess match in gloves rather than a fierce slugfest. Even though this rematch is officially sanctioned and not an exhibition, the underlying narrative of spectacle and entertainment cannot be ignored. Manny Pacquiao, though older, demonstrates impressive conditioning and retains the sharpness and speed that earned him global recognition.
was also a little bit too late, and really they didn't really fight with that passion and fire. It was more like, I'll dance, you dance, and if nobody gets hurt, we both win, you know? And that's not really what fans want to see. Having said that, the first time around was for the championship of the world. Floyd was champion. You know, Pacquiao was challenging him. I think Floyd had the WBC title at the time, so on and so forth. And you know what I say about, and at the time, it was still a fight that was viable within the whole world landscape of the welterweight division. This time around, it's not really a viable fight within the landscape of the welterweight division, but it's like I always complain about Canelo. As long as you don't take the belts with you and hold them hostage, and the sanctioning bodies allow you to hold them hostage, I don't mind guys doing this kind of thing. You know, let's face it, is it the only time we've seen this? We've seen this time and again. I mean, Leonard did the third fight with Duran and Hearns in 1980.
His natural punching power still poses a threat, especially when combined with years of experience and discipline. Meanwhile, Floyd Mayweather Jr., known for his defensive mastery and ring IQ, continues to move with fluid precision, timing, and patience, which have defined his career and allowed him to remain competitive despite age. Mulgi suggests that while fans may be drawn by nostalgia and curiosity, the bout may ultimately lean more toward calculated showmanship than a raw all-out battle. Both athletes' skills and conditioning remain exceptional, but the fight's appeal is as much about entertainment as it is about competitive intensity, blending strategy, legacy, and spectacle.
Match with Hearns in the third fight with Duran, you know, so you know, and I think those sold pretty well, pretty good as well. You know, people got into it. Were they kind of duds? Yeah, I mean, the third Duran and Larin fight at the Mirage, people kind of are probably more forgetful about it. But regardless, the nostalgia aspect of it, like the champ said, is going to attract people. It's gonna you know, make people curious. There's also the aspect of it where the new fan base is always curious about the old-time fighters, which is why Tyson always gets views even today, because people are always curious about the Mike Tyson mystique, the Mike Tyson effect. So people that weren't able to be alive and wake up the morning of a Mike Tyson fight to know what that feels like, you know, want to feel that today. I promise you, it's nothing like it was in 1989 with Tyson, no matter what you guys want to feel. But regardless, I think people get curious about that. And I think this is going to be sort of the same.